All right, so obviously somebody's missing. There seems to be a hole in the panel. Now, on other genre shows, like Game of Thrones, for example, you know, Kit Harington, we don't believe he's dead, at least not at EW. So there's always a chance that characters can come back to life. Can we expect that with Juliet?
No.
Oh.
But on behalf of Bitsy, I want to thank everybody for coming here and waiting in line. We so appreciate the fans.
Amen.
And we can't do without you.
So that's it, just a flat out no. You don't want to like tease us with anything more.
Anything could happen, but no.
No.
He speaks with forked tongue.
All right, so you got picked up for a 5th season. I wonder if you can go back. We obviously got a little taste of it there. 5th season, yay!
Yeah!
Yay! Can you go back, give me the narrative thread? Let's go through each season quickly, what each season meant, if you like, if there's one story for each season. Take me up to here.
Well,
He gets.
the first season, he was just discovering how to be a Grimm, and his mommy showed up at the end. The second season,
I don't know. I don't know how to.
try to describe it. He was a zombie at the end of one
Third
season, I know
They
that.
tried to kill him, and he survived.
And he lost his Grimm and got that back. And this year's going to be the rise of the Wesen. It's going to be kind of a revolutionary type Wesen group that want to wreak havoc upon every one of our beloved people.
Now you got a big birthday coming up. You're hitting your 100th. You got anything planned for that?
We do. At last, we're going to explain the damn keys.
Oh, thank the Lord.
We still don't know what they do, but by God, we're going to explain it.
Before I ask a few more questions, guys, this is your show. This is your time to ask your questions. If you want to line up now, I want to get in as many as I can. So start them now so we can get your questions. I know you got a lot to ask. Before I get into the specifics, I know the show is very big internationally. Can you guys not walk through Frankfurt Airport and like get slammed? What about it, David? Are you big? Are you big
No,
in
it's
Israel?
truly like I was in Kenya 2 years ago, and I was in this little mall, and these girls, Kenyan girls, are like, "What are you doing here?" So yeah, no, I everywhere, all the other countries, there's my face on a screen with some overdubbing. You know, it's kind of wild.
Did you meet your Kenyan voiceover artist?
They speak English over there, so they do. I have not met any voiceover artists of mine.
What about the rest of you? Do you have any lovely, sweet, international fan encounters that you'd like to share?
I was hiking at the very, very peak of Machu Picchu, and just before I reached the summit, all I heard was, Captain Bernard!
No.
All these fans from Brazil,
Brazil.
which was amazing, kind of, ruined the moment, but it was fantastic. I was very grateful for that.
Anyone else like to jump in when you're in Bali? Anything on the beaches in Bali? Nothing? I guess not. All right.
No one?
All right. David, I want to start with you. Where are you going to pick up now? Are you going to focus on being a good dad, or is it all about revenge for you?
Yeah, well, those can be both the same thing. So a lot of revenge, and then Adalind and I have to like co-parent, which is gonna be so bizarre for me, or for Nick.
Co-parenting.
But no, I think that Nick really just wants to. He lost his girlfriend, he lost his mom, he lost something in the first episode of next season, and I think the baby is kind of the reason for me to kind of keep going. So. Yeah, I think I'll go with Dad, and then when he's not around, it's all revenge.
All right, Russell, this one's for you. Will Hank find some true love this next year? What has been promised for you?
Well, in fact,
Hank doesn't know yet.
he's going to.
Oh,
Yes.
really? He didn't know that.
You didn't know it, but yes is the answer.
Oh, he's going to.
Oh,
Any cast ideas? Right in.
producers, what can you tell us? What can you tease?
About that?
Yes, about his love.
He falls.
If he falls, you don't want to give too much away, is what
No.
you're saying.
What did you ask?
About a
How
true
much
love.
do you
Will
know
you
about
find
your
some true love?
He knows nothing. He hasn't
knows
fallen
nothing?
yet.
Well, I know about the blues, so it's nowhere to go but up. So
All All right, then Silas, how about you? Let's talk a little bit about Rosalie. What's gonna tell me about the journey of this pairing, and will your love be tested? Is your love being tested? Will it be tested going forward? What do you know?
All I know is that in the same way that I think I was tried last year, I think something comes up for
Yeah,
Rosalie
well, I think
that
I've been clear to say that.
tries her similarly.
Yes.
And then I think in the same way that you were left behind while I was getting dealt with in a certain way, I think I'm in a position, I think something in that, I think you're imperiled somehow.
Something from your past? Can you talk about?
Well, I think I've been cleared. We'll find out that Rosalie's, she came on the scene very guarded and alone and dealing with a past of addictions. And, that's been shelved for good reason because she's found new meaning in her life and the love of her life. But I think her addictions come back into the storyline and that causes some major problems for the couple. So.
She had backslide.
An addiction to cardigan sweaters.
An addiction to the Land's End catalog. Because that's all Rosalie and Monroe wear.
Earth tones,
There's
an
a lot
addiction
of
to earth tones.
Matching olive, drab, and rust. No, I think she really struggles with some cardigan issues. No, I'm going to keep going. No, she really struggles with
The whole catalog.
her past skeletons that come back, I think.
The people really dig you. What kind of feedback do you get from the fans for your relationship? What do they want more of?
Us.
No.
No.
You just literally can't.
I think I think it was really drawn well by the men in charge. I think it was drawn well. It was slow. It was kind of awkward and sweet and organic. And I think that just resonated with people. It wasn't sort of like they go on a date, they go to bed, they're a couple, and then you're in Coupleville for a long time. We spent a long time in the in-between, and I think the in-between is interesting to people.
And I think they're two people with complicated pasts, and they're not perfect, and they help each other and support each other, which is what real partnership should be about. So.
And we bicker too. I mean, it's not all perfect.
Yeah, no, I
perfect, you know,
love how they bring that.
Yeah, like last year, there were things that like, I don't want to, why are we doing this? Why are we, why is Adalind in our living room, And you're much more.
Or your old.
Flame?
No, you're.
What?
Oh, you mean.
Angelina?
Angelina? Do not bring up her name.
Sorry, no, sorry. That's my bad.
Look at her face.
No, the pig, your ex foe.
Oh,
The Bauerschwein.
Horsen.
Yeah, that lovely fight we had.
Oh, yeah, that
which
was a good one.
Which was, yeah.
That was a good
Our
one.
own conversation right now.
Yeah, pretty
Stop
much.
talking.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
All right, Reggie, this one is for you. Talk to me about what Sergeant Wu brings to the table. Are you more relevant than ever to this group? What do you bring to the team? Talk about what you're bringing to the team.
Is this a question for me?
This is for you. Way down at the end. This is for you.
I bring donuts to the team. Listen, I think is the newest, if overzealous, initiate into the Scooby Gang. I find myself bringing some smarts to the team. So, and a lot of technical skills. So I hopefully those will be put to use in this next year, but I hear it's going to be a hard freshman year for me. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's been a lot more work, but I'm so happy to do it. And I get to be with these guys more, so it's been fantastic.
Very good.
Yeah, Woo.
Very foolish.
I like.
Reggie, we
We want to see more Woo and more outfits. He's a very handsome man. We got to get him out of that one stinking outfit.
I have more outfits this
Polyester
season,
from the
y'all.
pilot.
I have more outfits. I bring more outfits to this season.
All right, this is for Sasha. Now, I know that I should be asking you about, the captain's rise to power and maybe coming to blows with Nick, but all I really care about is how much more we will see you take your shirt off.
You're
Now,
just a
can we
piece
talk
of
about the
meat.
evolution of this development? I mean, is this something that started, was it like, did it just take off in the first season, then we're like, okay, this is something we gotta keep recurring with?
It's just gratuitous.
It just do, yeah.
She's asking when it took off.
Yeah, it took off pretty quickly. Yeah, the shirtless rage thing became a thing, I think. But
Just please don't have it be pantless.
no,
Rich.
someone asked me recently, what's your Zauber piece power? And I said, well, it's ripping off my shirt in under 3 seconds. Basically, I'm very flattered. Yeah, it's a thing
Do you feel objectified?
in the most wonderful way.
All right.
Yeah.
David, I don't mean to objectify you, but have you talked about taking your shirt off?
Listen, I'd pale in comparison to Sasha Roiz here.
Oh, don't
Have you
stop
seen
it.
his chest, people? I was shirtless on a treadmill once, and I think the feedback wasn't as glorious. So they've kept my shirt on.
All right, look, Sasha, no, seriously, now let's talk about the captain's rise to power. Where's things going with this man?
Well, I think the royal family won't be as much of a issue. I think that's sort of been quelled for
They
the
all
time
died.
being. Yeah, they all died, so that's, that issue resolved. And I think there's a lot of political opportunity for him coming up, certainly at least regionally. And there's also a lot of uprising situations which he'll be a part of, I think. So we're getting back to a lot of the mythology of season 1 and some of those intricate webs and politics that we saw him be a part of. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, I'm going to ask a question of Claire, and then I'm going to toss it to you guys, so get ready. All right, Claire, what about Adalind now? What's her focus now? Is she just going to be the good mom? Is she going to be the mother of the year? Where's it going with her?
Yes, Mother of the Year has been bandied about for Adalind. I think really this baby is all she's got again in the world. So, but I think now she has so much more perspective. She's lost her powers again. But I think this time, the focus really will be the baby, and then also finding a job is so,
What can she do? What will she do?
she's a lawyer.
So
Everybody, she is a lawyer.
She will get a
I
job?
assume a very capable lawyer, so hopefully, she'll scour Craigslist for a couple episodes and then hopefully figure it out. Yeah.
I wish her well. All right,
Thank
come on.
you.
We've got some questions. Let's start them up.
I thought she was a paralegal.
Is there anyone there?
I can't see.
Yes, I can see. Can we get the lights on that lovely person? There we go.
Oh my God!
What do you got in your hand? What do you got in your hand there?
Who did you pick?
It's great little.
Nice. There you go.
Thank you. I think you guys are passing them out to everyone, so we appreciate it. Thank you. We've been seeing your panel since you guys started, so I'm so excited to have gotten into Hall 20 to see you.
Wow.
So we're very happy to have you here. I did want to say to Silas as well, go UCSD. I hear you're a theater grad from there.
I went to the master's theater program in this city. Yes.
Yes.
I learned a lot about directing. Not so much.
So the Juliet thing has somewhat been answered. So will she be back next season in flashbacks at all? And what emotional arc, Nick, he's going to follow this season?
A great big emotional arc.
And
is
yes,
what
she
he's
will
gonna-
come back in flashbacks more than likely.
Yeah.
And I'll just,
I can tell you
Seriously?
no more.
I mean, there's nothing more you can. Can you talk a little bit about that emotional arc? I mean, what does that mean? What kind of?
For Nick?
Yes.
Well, as David said, he's lost absolutely everything, and he found his mom's head in a box. And that'll
But he did get a baby.
He got a baby out of it. It'll taint your day to find your mom's head in a box, though. I know this from personal experience.
I mean, he said it best, I suppose.
Write what you know.
All right, next, please, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Enrique, and I'm sincerely a fan of this show, like huge. I love you guys.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Thank you.
Monroe and Rosalie, you guys are my favorite, and I thoroughly loved watching your relationship grow on the show.
Thank you.
During the episode when Monroe was taken captive and Rosalie had a fight with Juliet, it really scared me, and I wanted to know if you worry when reading your script if your characters are ever in danger of being like.
Oh, are you kidding me? I got to page 15, I was like, oh, wait, what? I called my husband, I was like, do not move to Portland. I have just been killed. No, we're kind of like you in a way. We don't really have a lot of prep on the storyline. It's also what makes episodic television really fun. It's just like life. You don't know what you're doing tomorrow. We don't know what we're doing tomorrow. But
Every script could be your last.
but yeah, no, I think that's what makes this genre so fun is that it's limitless in that sense, that really anything goes. Yes, job security, maybe a little shaky, but in terms of the imagination, it's a blast for all those reasons. You're so sweet.
I know. Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
brother.
man.
Thanks.
All right, next.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I have a question for the captain. How did you feel about playing Jack the Ripper?
Oh, I loved it. It was fun to have this completely, this huge departure from the captain, like this just psychopath who can't get enough fun. And I mean, well, in Jack's, yeah, for him it was, but less for you.
I can tell you he was having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. No, we had
Who was not
we
having
had a
fun?
great time. It was. It was such a wonderful departure that we had a blast doing it and a lot of laughs.
I think that was the first time we saw the captain's teeth, like smiling.
Yeah, you might have seen his teeth. Yeah, smiling. I know.
All righty.
He has teeth.
Next, please.
Hi, my name's Clarissa, and my question is for the writers. How do you feel about killing off a major character? And by that, I mean the trailer, and I guess Juliet too, but...
Good one.
We hated to lose the trailer, but
It's a huge decision to do something like that. And I can't say we're jumping up and down with joy, but it seemed like the next step that had to happen to the show.
and it seemed like something that character would do. So we let the
Don't
characters
forget,
try
she
to tell
wasn't
it.
really herself anymore. She became a bad hexen beast.
But then the basement of the spice shop is now the rebirth of the trailer
That's
in
true.
a really cool way. So the information's still there. What didn't burn?
As writers, though, where do the fans come into your mind when you're writing these scripts, knowing, I mean, do you allow them to enter the equation? Or, I mean, is it just focus, I got to focus on the story, I got to focus on the story? Because obviously, there's going to be some concern about how they may react.
No, we take that under consideration when we write these things, and sometimes you just have to go with it because it's the right thing for the characters to do, and hopefully the fans will ride along with us.
Alrighty, next, with the ears.
Hi, my name is Brianna. And my sisters are a huge fan of your show. I have a question for Monroe and Rosalie, so Silas and Bree. We were wondering soon in the season, since you guys got married, if you're going to be having a baby soon.
Every time someone asks that, I just say, for Harasha, which is what our baby might be if we had one. Like
That's
the type of creature that it would be is a funny sounding word. That's all I can say.
They hinted on it during the fertility episode last season, that groovy bunny rabbit, Lucky's rabbit's foot, which I thought was so good. I love that episode with the bunny's foot. It was so gross, like they're having sex with a severed foot. Mm-hmm. It was nasty, David. And
Under
Jen.
the bed.
But I thought that scene was really sweet, where I think it kind of touched on the future of this question, which is at the time, they're of the age, to really like if it's going to happen, needs to happen now, and they're scared. So they're just real people. So perhaps it's going to be a full house shot.
Producers, perhaps? Do you echo that? This is for
We're
you.
good with perhaps.
You're good with perhaps?
There's a lot of babies been running around, so I don't know.
You can't have too many babies on a show like this. So I think everybody should have a baby, even David, literally.
All right, next, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Darius. I have a question about the third season finale. When Nick lost his powers and Monroe vogued in front of him, shouldn't Nick have been able to see it because Monroe wanted to be seen?
No, he only wanted to be seen by Grimm. He was in stage 1. There's 2 stages.
It's a tricky stage.
It's a very complicated formula, but we don't even understand it
No,
ourselves.
that is a good question, but the point is that you know, there was that episode when the guys were robbing the banks, right? And they were purposefully wanting to be seen by Kehrseite, by normies, which is something that is, you know, you're breaking the Gazette's book Erin Codex to do that. That's like verboten. It's not allowed. What I was doing.
He's in character right now.
I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean, let's inhabit the world if we're going to inhabit the world, right? I mean, this question is going deep, so I'm going to respond in kind, and I love it. As David said, the voga for him was specifically to see if he could see me as a Grimm. The other people in the room, I don't think, could see me. There you go. Thanks. Goodbye.
All right, next question.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I was wondering, this is for the producers, by the way, where you get your inspiration for some of your more bizarre potions and contraptions?
That's a good question.
It's a lot of time laying on a couch.
We lie there together, and somehow we get inspired. It comes from everywhere. It comes from all over the world, you know, the
Fairy
brothers.
tales, yeah, history.
The history, and the Brothers Grimm, you know, had 200 stories, but only about 8 or 9 of them would anybody know. You know, they have stories like the donkey and the sausage go to town and play the piano, and we haven't figured out how to adapt that kind of stuff. Also, we're desperate to get paid, so we dig and dig.
But everything is based in some kind of fact, too. We always try to find some kind of basis for it.
All right, next.
Hi, my name's Ron, and all of you are great. I think all of you are just spectacular characters, but the music, I think, is also a huge component of your show.
Rick
And so
Marvin.
my question is really to the producers, to the composer of the show. Do you give him direction, or do you just give him the script and let him cut loose? And I'm asking because I'm a composer.
He doesn't get the script. He gets the cut that we deliver.
That's the
to
first
him.
time he sees it. He doesn't read it. He's amazing, Rick Marvin. And we have an awful lot of music in the show. And my aesthetic used to be, don't have too much music, but this guy is so amazing that it just carries the show.
We
And
pretty much leave him alone.
Pretty much, yeah.
He delivers. And he does do incredible music in a short amount of time. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Rick Marvin.
All right, next.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Johnson.
Hi, Johnson.
This is for the cat. This is for the cat. If you would switch pots, which pot would you switch with?
I would like to play the captain because I would like to do nothing but scowl and not have
It's
to
a little
say
bit more intricate
and
than
not
that.
have to say as many words.
You let him say that?
I would actually switch with Monroe.
Perfect. Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Johnson, thank you for the idea.
I think I'd love to be Adalind.
Also,
Hey, I want to be Adalind.
yeah, I like sweaters.
Another county heard from.
Let's just do it. Let's just for one episode.
I guess that leaves you and me, Hank. Let's switch.
We just all
Yes.
Let's do it.
I want to be
We
the
would
captain
just
'cause I
switch
wanna
desks.
Take my shirt off.
Yeah.
switch desks.
That would be
I
such
want
a
to be
good
Norberto.
Yeah.
That'd be a good stunt for February or May, switching roles like that. Let's do it. All right, next.
Thanks, Johnson.
Good question.
Thanks, Johnson.
Bye.
Bye.
My name's Rosie, and my question's for Reggie. Why didn't Wu beat up Nick and Hank when he found out he wasn't actually crazy?
Because look at them and then look at me. I think it's on a serious note. I really had to kind of work that out in my actory mind and go through it. And I did have that one big outburst outside the house where I eventually started seeing things again. But it's, there's a whole deep relationship with these guys and a friendship with these guys. And as you can see with Wu now, he's kind of really into this stuff. And so there was that part that was like, wow, what is this whole other world? And these two guys know all about it. So there is an initial anger. I have to say that was there. And if it wasn't there, I wouldn't be human. But then who is really human in this show? But that's a great question. It's a great question. It's something I've had to work through, and I'm still working through it. There are times I'm pissed off, right? But I let it go with a little sarcasm. That's all.
It's covering up very deep wounds, that sarcasm.
Yes, deep wounds.
But all right, next, please.
Thank you.
I oughta.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tamir, and this is Lorelai. And wouldn't you know, she had pretty much the same question I had. So, what I want to know then is, are we going to see maybe a resurgence of bitterness in your role to come as you're going through your feelings?
Is this for me?
Yes.
You know what? Here's the thing. As an actor, I don't think, as a person, as a human being, we all kind of carry those things always, right? I mean, there's very few things really in life, if you've been scarred by, say, seeing someone turn into a creature. And someone, a good friend, not telling you that they knew that the whole time and made you go crazy and go to the psych ward. I think I'd carry that with me a little bit. So I think it's always going to be there with Wu, with me, and I hope it would, because that's part of the journey. That's part of the joy of doing this, is finding the other side. Right now, I'm on that side where I'm like, come on, I want this crime to be a Wesen crime, please, so I can find out more. And that's kind of hidden in the back. But I'm sure someday, hopefully, it'll surface again.
Next.
Good answer. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Helen.
Hi.
And I was wondering what your favorite Wesen or monster on the show so far that you've faced has been.
Which one is the leech? Is that the Gelumcatus?
Gelumcatus.
No.
He's the crocodile.
What's
dude.
the leech? Because I liked him.
The Swang.
No, the Liebenschauer.
No,
I thought it was the Gelumcatus.
Yeah.
Isn't it just like a slug with teeth?
Yeah, slug with teeth. Yeah.
I did that one.
I liked I wasn't in this episode, but the Spinatod?
That's my favorite too.
Spinatod was good.
With the spider, right?
They throw up into the mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, gross.
We did a little episode called Krampus. That was which was a couple seasons ago.
Be naughty.
Yeah, man. So this guy we had was like, I've never seen him out of makeup. So in my head, he's just this giant man and he was giant, and he was a really good actor, and he was dressed as Santa, and he had these like horns, and I just that's how I met him, and it was really bizarre, and he was kind of like pervily enjoying like the violence, and I thought he played it really well. So yeah, Krampus was pretty fun.
That same guy played Vulcanalis.
Oh yes, Vulcan. So
and then I think the Gollum guy too. So he plays like all those big.
Oh yeah, so we have like an in-house giant actor.
In-house giant guy.
Who really does happen to be quite good, I think.
You've been naughty.
Yeah, even the word naughty feels naughty.
All right, next. Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Simon, and my question was if we're ever going to get to see a Grimm's eyes from the Wesen perspective.
These are great questions, people. That's nice.
We might
know. That's a great question, and we've described what it looks like, looking into sort of the void. I don't know how to physically show that.
It'll be black.
Okay, it'd be dark. So maybe.
Okay, thanks, bro. All right, next.
Hi, my name is Trisha, and I wanted to know now that Juliet's gone, if we were gonna see Ariel Ebenhart, Daniel Pam Baker come back.
Oh.
Wow, that's a season one. That's a season one.
Call back.
She was great.
Call back.
Yeah.
She was
hot
She
seat,
was
hot seat.
the dragon.
Smoking,
Dragon Girl.
I think I remember saying.
That's
We'll put it on the list. Damon,
Yeah,
Damon.
it's a darn
Fuhrer.
good idea.
Wait, did you answer?
Huh?
I guess
That's
that's
a
a no.
maybe.
That's a, is it a
Maybe.
may, I think he said
That's a
maybe.
Another maybe.
Maybe, okay.
Maybe, baby.
All right, go ahead.
I think we have time for one more question.
Oh, quickly ask.
Hey, I'm Natasha. So, question for the producers. Nick's baby's gonna be half Hex and Beast, half Grimm. How's that gonna be? Like, any special powers? Is it gonna be weird?
All of the above, for sure. It's going to know how to pee and poop and nurse pretty good, but beyond that, we don't really know yet.
You brought up the Wesen. Can you tease any new Wesen that we will see in the coming season?
Yes, we're going to do the Loch Ness Monster coming up.
Nice.
And yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to explain that in the Grimm world.
We have a Gila monster.
Gila monster's new.
Quijadaville?
Huh?
Quijadaville, whatever that looks like.
Quijadaville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Gila monster.
It's funny because you'll read scripts and I'm like, I wonder what that thing's going to look like. It's just, just a word.
All right, I think we have to say goodbye unless there's something in particular you all want to say to them.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up and appreciating the show.
Yeah, God bless you.
Thanks
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you guys so much.